Captain Breadbeard. He's got bread where others have beard. He's got a pirate cat and he's got a pirate hat. Captain Breadbeard.
Hi, I'm Captain Breadbeard. I have bread where others have beard, and I'm a captain. Today I've been asked to speak to you about health and safety. So without further ado, I give you health and safety danger number 1, ducks. For people with beards made out of bread, ducks spell danger. I mean, not literally they're ducks, they can't write, but in every other way, they spell danger. Do you remember that game, Duck, Duck, Goose, as a child? Everyone would sit in a circle, and then the person that was it would go round the outside saying, duck, 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 and eventually, goose. That person would then chase them back round to the empty space. We had a similar game growing up, only ours was called Goose, Goose, Duck, because ducks are dangerous. A quick aside whilst on the subject of ducks and your health. You can't be too careful these days to make sure your children understand the risks involved in taking drugs. Growing up, we had a helpful slogan which was, say no to quack. Sadly still relevant today. Say no to quack. Police have recently published some information helpful for parents, including a worrying new trend where kids are baking drugs into food. It includes a list of examples, which I have here. Chinese crispy quack, quack tacos with pineapple salsa, smoked quack salad with quackamole. I mean, you have to admit the youth of today are certainly creative and ambitious, if not a little misguided. Couple more. Thai quack curry, roast quack pie, quack ragu with pasta, and my least favourite, quack pancakes with pickled spring onions. So stay vigilant, parents, and remember, say no to quack. Back to the matter in hand. It's always been the case that if your beard is made of bread, ducks are dangerous. But now the ducks are getting smarter. Specifically through advancements in plastic surgery, they can now hide in plain sight. To the naked eye, they just look like your everyday bathroom rubber duck. And then, snap, quackle, pop, you're dead. You really can't tell the difference. They've also got a wooden disguise, which is quite fantastic. I brought some examples with me to show you today. Obviously I can't go near them for fear of death. However, I've got myself a volunteer. I was hoping for a Daffy or maybe a Jemima. In the end, I've settled on a Donald. Hi, Donald.
Hello, Mr. Breadbeard.
Donald is going to carefully remove 2 ducks from the bag. All you have to decide is which one you think is the rubber duck and which one you think is the deadly duck in disguise. Over to you, Donald. So what do you think at home? Is duck number 1 the deadly duck in disguise, or is it duck number 2?
Captain Breadbeard.
And the answer is, you're all correct, as they're both deadly ducks in disguise. I've also brought with me today a second bag containing both a wooden duck and a deadly duck in disguise. Duck! Too soon. All you need to decide is which one is which. What do you think at home? Is duck number 1 the deadly duck in disguise, or is it duck number 2?
Captain Breadbeard.
Again, it's a trick question, as they're both deadly ducks in disguise. Thanks, Donald. It's gone. Scary stuff we saw there. So how do people with beards made of bread protect themselves against such trickery? I'll tell you how. We become masters of disguise ourselves. My disguise of choice is a chicken. A chicken can stealthily move through a flock of ducks totally unnoticed. You too can learn how to walk like a chicken in 7 easy steps. Head to my YouTube channel to find out more. But before you go, I'd like to introduce one more health and safety issue. Ladies and gentlemen, health and safety danger number 2, churches. Christians are forever breaking bread. They call it Holy Communion, but in truth, it is a massacre. They will tear you into tiny pieces before eating you alive, at which point you're plunged into darkness and a pit of burning gastric acid. It's not how you want to go. So be careful and keep your distance, else you could end up in a loaf or death situation just when you least expect it. Along with health and safety, I'd also like to touch on the subject of equality. There is a constant rumour going round that bread is bad for you. White bread in particular has a bad name. White, crusty, middle-aged bread. I think they run the country. I mean, it's not helped that a lot of this bread comes from the same place, from the same factory, made up, in essence, of the same ingredients. It's in a place called Oxbread? No. Cambread? No. Eton, that's it. Eton. On one hand, this is saving thousands of loaves every day. And who doesn't want to grow old, green and furry, surrounded by their friends? But when I look at the media, where are all the songs and the films starring Breadbeards? They don't exist. Can you name one? No. Which is why I've been remaking popular films, but changing the actors to be played by those with Breadbeards. Here's a few that I've been working on recently. Beauty and the Bap, A Loaf Less Ordinary, Fantastic Yeasts and Where to Find Them, Flower Rangers, Harry Potter and the Half-Baked Bloomer, It's a Wonderful Loaf, Yeast is Yeast, Baguette Carter, Bun Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and Burn After Cooking, starring Brad Pitt. And when it comes to music, I've recently recorded my first single. You'll know it as The Girls by Calvin Harris. My version is called The Breads. There's a little bit of a misunderstanding with the copywriters. They thought I was a pirate for some reason. So once we've sorted that out, it'll be winging its way to a computer near you. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Captain Breadbeard. You've been Bready Brilliant.
Captain Breadbeard. He's got bread where others have beard. He's got a pirate cat and he's got a pirate hat. Captain Breadbeard.